Hi y'all, this is Regina. Good morning and welcome back to Regina's Crafting and More. I've been missing in action for most of the year due to some health issues. When I first kind of fell off the radar, I had some issues with my right shoulder because of all the digitizing I did using the mouse. I had almost had a frozen shoulder, and the doctor said no computer till you have complete range of motion and no pain. So I had a steroid injection put in, and that was interesting to say the least. And so I was getting over that, and so I was feeling better. I was mopping, and I'm mopping for a little bit, and all of a sudden my back started hurting, and I'm going, oh my gosh, what did I do? It was terrible pain. I quit mopping. I sat down or tried to sit down. Oh, the pain was just awful. So I go to the doctor after I don't know how many days, and come to find out after an MRI that I had a bulging disc that had perforated the ligament at my L5S1, and it was miserable. I could not sit in any chair with a pillow, anything. All right, I'm at my machine. I have my tearaway stabilizer hooped. I've got my 5x7 hoop, and I have my card that will pretend I have my sentiment embroidered in here. I have my card. So color stop number 1 is going to stitch a placement stitch that you want to have this card inside of. So I'm going to stitch color stop number 1. Oh, okay. I can't even remember how to use my machine. Oh my word. Oh, stop. It's what happens when you're away from your machine and your embroidery software for so long. Alright, so I just changed from my 7511 needle to a 65-9. I think it does a better job of doing these line stitchings on cardstock. And please cut your threads as you go. Let it do a few stitches and then trim it off. And the lines don't necessarily go on top of each other every time. I've tried separating them a little bit so it doesn't produce some tearing on the cardstock. And I'll let you watch how this does. This does stop because the leaves are separated. It doesn't always have a continual stitch. I'm just going to jump over and do flowers over here. just has a couple more smaller leaves to do, and we'll be finished with the leaves. Now when this does finish stitching, you're going to want to cut the threads on the back side of the embroidery. Okay, so now color stock number 4 is the first flower. I'm going to do mine in red. You do yours in whatever color you want. Okay. And I just have a white bobbin in the bottom. Now I'm on a Baby Lock Solaris 3, just in case anybody wants to know. So this is going to do the first flower. And hopefully this should be a continual stitch. I worked for a while to make sure that it was, and I'm hoping that it does stitch out continual. So far, so good. The next color will be yellow, if you want to prepare for that. So much for the, oh, I forgot, there's a little circle that stitches here. All right, so I'm going to be putting in yellow. Make sure you don't cut your bobbin thread, the bobbin thread. Okay, and this one should be a continual stitch also. What is going on? That shouldn't have stopped. I'll go check that out and oh, I see what happened. Okay. I don't know if I can. I'll try to fix that so it doesn't stop. Alright, so the next 3 colors is actually all the text, and I've separated Happy Mother's Day into 3 different colors of purple. So if you want to stitch each word in a different color, you can. So don't expect it to be, you know, all one color. So I'm going to use purple a color in purple. What color do I want to use? All right, hang on. Let me go get some thread. All right, so I have put a purple in for my text. I've stitched the first couple of letters. It is strictly a line stitch. There's no sketch fill or anything. And this probably will take the longest to stitch. We're at 9 minutes, and it says another minute. Stitch time. Okay, actual stitching time. And so this is a color, then Mother's is a color, and Day is a color, in case you want to use different color for Mother, okay, or Day. If not, just put it in, and all you have to do is press your start-stop button to get it to go and do the next word. Okay, so now it's color stop number 7, and it's going to come down here and stitch Mother's. And I'm just going to keep the same color, so I'm going to lower my presser foot and let it start typing Mother's. And I'll be back. Let's see. Okay. So I will be back when this Mother's is finished. Now, just to reiterate, if you want a sentiment printed on the inside of your card, you will need to do that before you trim. Whoops, I've lost my thread. Darn it. If you want a sentiment on the inside of your card, you need to do that before you start stitching, before you trim down or anything. That needs to be the first thing that you do. Let me back up. Okay, so if it comes unthreaded when you start, make sure you back up to your actual starting position. So like I was saying, if you want a sentiment printed on the inside of a card, do it before you start this process. Print your sentiment and then do your trim down of your card to be 5 by 7. I don't know if I'll make this in a 4 by 4 hoop. It just makes this so small. It's really hard to do it. I might could just get it on. I might could just get it on one 4 by 4. That thread. I don't understand why this thing does that. This is one of my major complaints with the baby lock machines with this Solaris, that it just doesn't gotta back up and go forward 1. Yeah, this is one of my major complaints, that the thread has a tendency to come out when it first starts stitching. Okay, so we're almost through with Mother's. So the last color stop is going to be the word Day. And here again, if you want to change, have Mother be a different color, this gives you the opportunity to do that. Or if you want all 3, Mother's, Happy, 1 color, Mother's, 1 color, Day, 1 color. If not, you're just going to press your start-stop button and just keep going when it goes to the next color. All right, so it's going to go down here and stitch Day, and I will be back when it's done. All right, and there we are. So let me pull this up so you can see it. And there is the Happy Mother's Day design to be stitched directly onto cardstock. Okay, so you're going to unhoop this. Well, what you could do before you unhoop it is to come in here and trim all your little threads if you want. I mean, you're going to cover this up with a piece of cardstock, but I would still advise you to trim the threads just because. Okay. And I'm not going to have you watch me do this. Carefully tear this paper away from my card. Just kind of try to keep my finger too long.
Your dog is silly.
He's silly.
He climbed up in his basket and turned.
All right, so the last piece I'm just going to put on the back of this card. And, oh, hello. You got to do it carefully and quickly. Okay. All right, so that's not real super great, but you get my gist. All right, so there is your card with your paper on the back. And I hope you enjoy stitching this and creating your Mother's Day cards. It's always nice to have something that you've made instead of just purchased. And it just takes a little bit of your time, not much. All right, enjoy. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and share.